Faubert. I work at Central Market, and I'm a mother of 3 kids. I've got a fiancé and a wonderful dog. I like to cook, and I love to eat. What I love about the Mölli sauces are that they're so well layered and complex and tasty. I like that there's not a lot of salt in them. They make everything easy. So Rodrigo and his wife have done a superb job at making authentic Mexican flavors readily accessible, because I've personally have had to make similar products and it's a pain in the butt. So I'm gonna go ahead and preheat this pan to medium, and olive oil to fry. This is not extra virgin olive oil, this is just regular. I'm going to slice my sweet and Yukon Gold potatoes lengthwise, probably about 1/2 inch. So no matter what the frying pan size, as long as you've got approximately 1/4 inch of olive oil in the bottom. If you don't like olive oil so much, the avocado oil works really well too. While that's preheating, I'll make the aioli with the Mölli. So that sounds funny to say to me. Mölli aioli. So I will do one with avocado oil. Let's see, should be approximately 1 cup of oil. That's just about it. 1 garlic clove, 1 cup of oil, 1 egg. And then we will flavor this. We'll do 1 each of the marinades. So I'll do Acapulco for 1 and Oaxaca. Probably do Oaxaca with avocado. Flavor profiles though, Oaxaca, like the region, you've got some aromatic spices in this one that are really pronounced. And in my mind, I really wanted to pair it kind of with the avocado oil, just because avocado trees in Oaxaca to me, and like, if I could throw in an avocado leaf, I probably would, but I'm not. The guajillo and ancho chilies. I could just eat this with the spoon. So I mean, I'm going to make aioli from scratch, but if you wanted a cheater, you could just get your favorite mayonnaise, maybe grate a little bit of garlic in it, mix in a little extra oil, and flavor it with this. Or be really simple and just flavor your mayonnaise with this. I'm using a really nice extra virgin olive oil from a family-owned estate in La Mancha, Spain. I'm just gonna add a little bit of salt. I'd say start with a teaspoon, because if you want to add more flavor, you could always add more. It's easier to add than it is to take away. So this is just a simple immersion blender. You could just start with a regular blender if you don't have an immersion, and it should work out fine. So a lot of times Spanish aiolis are going to be more saucy than they are really clumpy. So the idea of this is to kind of drizzle it over the potatoes if you want. I usually use Yukon Gold. I decided to do a sweet potato as well. So I'm going to start with the Yukon Gold. I make certain people nervous. That's about 1/2 inch thick. Your thumb right here is usually about 1 inch. So as you're slicing, you can kind of measure. So you want about your thumb, half of that end of your thumb. The patatas bravas for me is simple, economical. You can do it while hanging out with friends. Like, so as you're cooking, it's very fussy free. So these are gonna fry, you can just leave them alone. Don't worry about it, check it in a little bit. You can kind of see them crisping, you'll flip them over. I'm really bad about timing, so it's one of those eyeballing things. And sneak one, break it in half and see if it's perfect for you. If not, cook it a little bit longer. So for the spices, since I'm doing this kind of Spanish tapas, there's usually cumin, fresh ground. This should be regular smoked Spanish paprika. This is my hot Spanish paprika. And then this is a bit of garlic salt. So I will blend the first 4 with a little bit of a whisk or fork till they're well blended. When I pull the potatoes out of the pan, I'll season them lightly with the garlic salt and then do a nice coating. Toss them in a bowl with the seasoning. I tend to cook and fry with chopsticks. They're like long fingers, and it really won't scratch your nonstick. I mean, unless you get metal chopsticks, but these are just regular wood chopsticks. So while that's going, I'll slice a sweet potato. So difficult sometimes. So I'm gonna drain these. Like, looks are kind of deceiving because olive oil is very golden, but the minute you take it out and put it in on a piece of paper towel that's white, you can see the color. So this is the garlic salt. On these, I like to do 1 to 1 to 2, which is why I had the 2 paprikas. So 1 part cocoa powder. Depending on how much you like cumin, you could go with the full 1 part, but you could start with half, which I'll go ahead and do and mix it up first. Any of those little clumps of cocoa, if you have a strainer, you want to kind of whisk this through the strainer first. That'll work out well too, but I don't really care. It'll be fine. So just put them in a bowl and just kind of let them coat like that. Swirl them and toss them around. And so I did equal parts of the hot and the sweet smoked paprika, so it'll have a nice bite to it. I like everything with lemon or lime, so I'm gonna put these on there too. Fresh organic parsley. Just don't have to be that picky, but just kind of pluck a lot of the leaves off the stem. Stems are really good for saving, so if you want to make a broth, next time you've got leftover rotisserie chicken bones, just throw your parsley stems, onion trimmings, all those ugly ends of your celery that you don't want to eat, into a pot and just let it cook over low heat. You end up with good chicken stock. So I tend to not throw certain things like that away. So fresh parsley, and I've got a bit of fresh oregano leaves. And if I put the spices on these while they're still warm, it'll be kind of nice. They'll bring out some of the flavors and the oils. So sweet potatoes will definitely have a different texture because they're a different creature from your regular Yukon Gold potatoes. So you can drizzle them on there, or you can serve it as a dipping sauce. And if you want lemon, add some lemon. That should be it.